So this video is about some more examples of teacher solutions. So first of all, basically this is from some actual textbooks, and this is a 5th grade textbook. So I'll read it, and then we'll solve this. So we've got the total weight of Oliver, David, and Henry is 123 kilograms. Oliver is 15 kilograms heavier than David, who is 3 kilograms lighter than Henry. How much does Henry weigh? Okay, so the first thing to remember is there's 3 pieces of the teacher solution that we need to take care of. So we need to do a nice diagram that shows all of this information that's on here. Then we need to show all of the calculations used to solve this, and then finally write the answer as a complete solution. Complete sentence, thank you. Okay, so we have 3 people here. So I've got Oliver, Henry, and David. Okay, it looks like Oliver is the heaviest, so make him the longest. He's 15 kilograms heavier than David. So let's do this. 15 kilograms. David, who is 3 kilograms lighter than Henry. So Henry's a little heavier, so we've got that. And this will be 3 kilograms. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. Oliver's the heaviest. He's 15 kilograms heavier than David. David is 3 kilograms lighter than Henry. All right, now let's figure out how to solve this. So a common thing is what we're going to do is I'm going to switch colors here. If I just think about these bars going all the way out. Oh, and I didn't label one. There's 2 more things I didn't label. First thing I need to label, they weigh a total of 123 kilograms, and I also need to put in here that Henry is what we're looking for. Sorry about that. Okay, so what I want to do is if I have these little amounts here, then I have 3 that are equal amount. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say Oliver's weight is called 1 unit. All right. And so here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to say Oliver is 1 unit, and then right, if I take this amount and this amount, then altogether it's going to be 3 units. Right. So difference, so I can say Henry weighs 15 minus 3 plus 12 kilograms less than Oliver. So then that is 15, and, oh sorry, that's 12 and this is 15. So then I'm going to say 3 units is 123, which is the original bars, all 3 of them, plus these extra pair of bars. And maybe I'll do 123 and 12 and 15. That's not too bad to do, but I'll go ahead and show that. is 150 kilograms. Well, if 3 units is 150 kilograms, 1 unit is 50 kilograms. Okay. And we know that Henry weighs 12 kilograms less, so I'm going to say 50 kg minus 12 kg is 38 kg. Maybe I'll go ahead and show that too. So Henry weighs 38 kilograms is my final sentence. All right, let me just walk through this one more time. So I've got the statement of the problem. Right here is that's my diagram. And remember, I need to have all information on it, and I said this in the past, but like 90+% of these diagrams that go with this are going to be bar diagrams. They're just very flexible. You can do lots and lots of things with them. So we'll see some other ones today as well. Okay. And then the easiest way to do this is to think about, okay, if I have 3 bars that are the same, then I can probably figure out how much everybody weighs. So I'm going to say Oliver's weight, I'm going to call 1 unit up there. I figured out that Henry is 12 kilograms less because 15 minus 3 is 12. Right? And so if I take the 3 units, I take how much they all weigh and then add 12 and 15, which is these other 2 bars, I get all three full bars. Right? Then I take, and if 3 units is this, 1 unit is that, which is 50 kilograms. We know Henry weighs 12 kilograms less, so I get Henry weighs 38 kilograms. All right. The other thing that this is teasing toward, I mean, this is, maybe doesn't seem like too hard of a problem when you look at it first, and if you've played around with this for a little bit, it might be a bit of a head scratcher, how to actually solve it. This is kind of leading to a little bit of algebra, if you want to think about it. We're not doing that in this case, and you won't solve that in 5th grade with algebra, but you know, 6th, 7th grade, you'd be tackling the same problems with a little bit of algebra. So instead of basically doing 3 units, you just say 3x equals this stuff instead. Okay, let's take a look at another one. I've got another one out of a book. I'll write it down and then I will read it to you. Okay. So Ryan bought 3 books and a magazine. He paid $30 and received $5 in change. hold that for a sec. We're going to deal with that a bit. If the magazine costs twice as much as a book, find the cost of the magazine. All right. So we have 3 books. Say books here. And so I'm going to do a bar with 3 pieces in it. Do the magazine. And maybe I'll do a dashed line there. And change. Okay. So, and I don't know relative to these other things how much the change is. So let's just hold like that. I know all 3 of them together cost $30. So I'm going to do that. $3, 3 books and a magazine, and I did the magazine costs twice as much as the book, so that's why I made the magazine twice as big as the book. Okay. Oh, and we know this is $5. Okay. Find the cost of the magazine. So this is what we're looking for right in here. So one quick question with these often is like you can easily figure out that like these 2 together are $25 because you just subtract. But the diagram should really reflect the problem as given. So instead of doing any calculations at first. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do all the work showing this. So the books and magazine cost 30 minus 5 is $25. I'm also going to say cost of 1 book is 1 unit. I'm going to do this technique that I did in the last one, right? And so what I'm going to say is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So 5 units equals $25. 1 unit is $5. Okay. So the magazine is 2 times $5 is 10. So the magazine costs $10, period. Get something like that. Okay. And let's just look at one other one. I think this is in here. So this is again, this is 4th grade book. So Morgan works 8 hours per day at her job. She earns, say, $15 per hour. So if she works 3 days, how many hours does she work? she works 3 days, how much money does she earn? Okay, so this is like a sort of a two-parter, and finding the first helps us find the second. So let's look at, so we'll have to do this a couple of ways. So she works 3 days, how many hours does she work? Well, this is all just hours, right? And so if I'm thinking of, right, we've got 8. And question mark. Right, so this is for part A. Let me clearly do this. This will be for part A. So hours worked equals 3 times 8 equals 24. She works 24 hours. Okay, if she works 3 days, how many hours does she, how much money does she earn? Well, we know how many hours she worked. We know what she earns. Okay, so this is again going to be just multiplication. Now one thing I could do is draw a line that basically has 24 little boxes. I get a little tired with that, so you can do that to show I've got 24 boxes. I know one of these boxes is $15. Right. And the total is question mark. And maybe if I wanted to, you could sort of indicate that this maybe has the same length, because it's really, you're doing, this is days and this is hours, and you can figure that all out. So, so she earns 24 times 15. And again, we've done some mental math. That's a nice mental math. Do some compensation. Move a 2 from there. It would be 12 times 30. But I'm going to go ahead and do long division. So she earns $360. Period. Okay. Good. All right. So this gives another bunch of examples. I find that this is kind of the way to just do these problems, is to look at examples, try them, etc. So that finishes off this video.